Hello, Big Brother fans. Let's get to it. We're just going to do a review of last night's show since they haven't done the veto competition. I think everything is going to be done live Thursday. Isn't that interesting? Do the veto competition, do the voting out, and then the new HOH all in one. But I don't know. They kind of they overplayed the Chima leaving part, because, they really worked it up. They did. Sunday, they gave you a preview of, someone is being evicted from the house, or ejected from the house. And then the next day in our newspaper, there was a whole article about it. And then we saw commercials, stating that Chima's, ejected from the home. And, I'm like, well, hello, they're giving spoilers on national television, I know there's us that, we can barely stand it. We have to know what the next thing that happens, but that's our choice. You know what I'm saying? There are people outside that they don't want to be spoiled. They want to watch it as it happens, but it was almost kind of a letdown. There was so much in the episode, actually, but, it didn't build up. I don't know. I expected fireworks, I guess. I don't know. But it just didn't build up the way I thought it was going to build up. And then the next thing, first her Chima saying, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of voting me out. I knew right then and there that I had called it. I had said, that her ego wasn't going to allow her to be voted out, especially because she was up with Natalie. She wouldn't get at least that one sympathy vote. But then I totally forgot that, she had her other little puppets, Lydia and Kevin, that could have, given her the sympathy votes. But that still wouldn't have been enough, But like I said, her ego couldn't have handled it. And that's why she acted the fool. She acted the fool. There's no other way to put it than she regressed to a child and acted the fool, and she had to suffer the consequences. And I love how after all of her antics, and it had to take a bit, from when all of this happened to throwing the microphone into the hot tub, and finally Allison Grodner coming in and coming over the speaker and saying, come into the diary room. But when she said, all right, no need to sit down, you're going right out this way, I loved it. She would just said, okay, but I have a feeling that her huge ego was probably thinking that they were going to apologize to her for usurping her head of household chores, duties, whatever, and that they were going to allow that kind of behavior to continue or something. I don't know. I just have a very strange feeling that I don't think she had any clue that she was just going to be escorted directly out when she, finally sloshed her way into the diary room. That's just a bit much. And apparently in Big Brother land, if you repeat a lie long enough, you start to believe it. Because seriously now, who was Natalie and Lydia thinking? What were they thinking when they thought that they could just continue the lie of it slipped out of her hands and fell into the hot tub? Seriously. She's like 40 feet away from the hot tub and she pitched it. They're like, what do they tell you ahead of time when you get into the Big Brother house? There's like 198 video cameras and 462 microphones that catch your every move. Who are they kidding? We're not that stupid. It slipped out of her hand into the... Come on now. But apparently so. If you lie enough, it becomes the truth in your head in there. Okay, now that we're past that, let's see. When Natalie immediately snapped and started saying that Michele did this, Chima leaving. It's what took her to this point. It's so interesting, and I say this every single year. The house has to do something majorly to your head with no outside influences whatsoever, because a rational person couldn't think this way. And a lot of times the contestants forget that they're a contestant and slip from this is a game, and I'm trying to win $500,000 into real life. They think that these people in this house that they've known for 3 weeks are their friends. They think that that some move that someone who's really a gamer like Jeff is, he is focused. Eye is on the prize, okay? And so that's why he's the asshole, right? But people seem to forget that they're in it for the game and not all this noise of friendships. And he stabbed me in the back, and I cannot believe you lied to me. Fool, I would lie to you and your grandmother for $500,000. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. These people forget. I hear my cardinal calling me, so we're going to speed this up. Okay. Lydia, Oh, okay, this was, when they were doing the competition, when Lydia first went up there with, and won the HOH, key or whatever, and she almost seemed salty, like, I know one of you people are gonna steal this away from me, and then she started sucking down the mimosas. Oh my Lord, did she have as many as I thought she did? Because every time they turned over to her and she was getting madder and madder, and she's sucking that stuff down, and the heat was adding to the pressure, and later on she's talking about, I'm not slurring. Again, reality check, girlfriend. Oh, okay, and then Natalie, when she won the Hawaiian vacation, Jeff said, "Oh, the next person gets that one." That was really funny. Then when Russ went up there, and I couldn't believe that he actually chose. I guess you have to choose, right? Because I was thinking I would have gone straight up there and just grabbed the HOH key. I mean, But it was smart that the last person waited to grab the HOH key, because it would have been silly for Russ to have grabbed the HOH key only to have it taken away and then given something else, like the unitard. Could you imagine Russell wearing that all week? But when Natalie started crying and said, "Thanks, Russell," and he replied, "I didn't do it for you, I did it for a trip for my parents," keep crying. About wanted to die laughing. Seriously. I mean, that one really actually made me very laugh a lot. And then the other comments last night that made me laugh was when Jeff and Russ were both telling Lydia that she better get comfy, you ain't going nowhere, because she wanted to be kicked out. She wants Natalie to be in the house and wants to win it and blah. Again, they ain't fooling us. The girl wants to go to the jury house because she wants Jessie to herself for a whole week before the gnat is in her ear, But anyways, I think that's all I really have. I think Jordan nominating Lydia and Natalie, and for the reasons that she gave, actually, I thought it was kind of cute that she told Lydia, "Well, I'm nominating you because you said you wanted to go." I thought that was really funny and cute. And then, nominating Natalie by saying you're a strong player. I think that was kind of a cop-out. Come on, we all know, let's cut down to brass tacks. We nominated you two because you guys are the idiots of the house and we can't stand you anymore and we want you out of here. But I kind of liked earlier this year when Jessie nominated who was it? The two people, Michele and somebody else, and he didn't give a reason. He just said, I nominate you and I nominate you, and this is the end of the nomination ceremony. I mean, seriously, why do they need to give a reason? I mean, people know the reason they're being nominated. I mean, and if they're not and they're a pawn, they've been told ahead of time, more than likely, But anyway, that's it for me today. I know I babbled on quite a bit, but last night was a really good show, and I can barely wait for Thursday. So I'll see you guys then, unless they do the veto competition either today or early tomorrow, which I really doubt. But yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.